What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. We're doing makeup my way, and today is Way Back Wednesday. Yes, I'm very excited. Way Back Wednesday is a series where we play with our older palettes. So I'm very excited to bring you some looks that I come up with these particular palettes that we use on Way Back Wednesday. We've been spending our coins on these palettes. We need to use them. So I want to give you a little inspiration. I actually got this idea from, I believe, Dr. Ash and her makeup. Dr. Ash and her makeup, and she's doing like a palette rotation. So it's kind of the same situation, but it's Way Back Wednesday. So today we're gonna check out a new palette. New to my collection, new to me, that I have not tried before, and I'm very excited. And it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. Yes. If it wasn't for Jackie Aina, I wouldn't even be in these YouTube streets, okay? I was going into Ulta. This girl was like, oh, do you know who Jackie Aina is? I was like, no, who's that? And she's like, oh, check out her YouTube. She's really good on YouTube. I said, okay. And from then on, I was like, okay, that's what's up, Jackie. Jackie is the GOAT. And this palette is a beautiful. I got it on sale on the Anastasia website during Black Friday. I have not played in this palette. I did swatch it a little bit. I will give you some swatches, but here is a little sneak peek of what she looks like. Very beautiful palette. I love the shimmers in here. I love the deep mattes in here. Very, very pretty. I'm going to swatch it for you so you'll get it all close up and personal. But yeah, if you want to see the Jackie Aina palette in action on this Way Back Wednesday, then definitely please keep watching. But first, during the intro, you already know the deal. Go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up if you're feeling the channel, or if you're excited to see this Jackie Aina palette in action. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang, okay? And let me know in the comments, do you already have this palette? Show me some pics. Have you been eyeing this palette? Well, this video might be the reason why you go and get you one. Lego. And this is the Jackie Aina palette swatched out for you by Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina and Daylight. So on this fluffy motor brush, I'm going to go into the color Supreme, which is like a pink type shade. And I just want to make sure it's kind of not tacky. And I'm going to put this color in my crease. Kind of going to go for a monochromatic look. I think I kind of want to use this right here and see what it do. Really incorporate as many colors as possible. So yeah, this fluffy brush will make it so it's not so like harsh pink. So you don't want it really, really harsh. And I'm gonna kind of feather it out a little bit. Gonna kind of do a pink and red type of look. So there's that color. These have really nice pigments. I do have a couple Anastasia palettes already. One of my first palettes is the Subculture palette. I absolutely love the color story in that palette. I did buy a new one because mine was so old when I got married. My husband bought it for me. And I picked up the Riviera palette at TJ Maxx, which if you've seen my I Bought Way Too Much videos, you would have seen that. Probably in number 2. And then I also picked up, what is that one? Oh, the Sultry palette. Yes, that one will totally come in a Way Back Wednesday. That is a beautiful color Color Story Cool Tones. I don't know why I like cool tones so much. Okay, so I'm kind of blowing out this pink, not too much to it. Then I'm going to take a Playing in Makeup by Yolanda Y12 brush, and I'm going to take the color Pinker, which is right here. Has a little shimmer to it, Pinker. Kind of a mauve shade, and I'm just going to take it on the outer corner, V, and kind of blend it into the crease. And then I'm going to go back in with Supreme because I want it blown out a little bit more up here. I just don't want it too pink. That would be one thing I would say about this palette. It doesn't really have a lot of shades for your brow bone in particular. Everything's a very light shimmers, which this one, you know, I don't even know if I'd put those on my brow bones depending on how they swatch and how light they were. I don't want to close my eye up with a dark brow bone shade. So I'm just blending that pink kind of to have it just like fall off into the brow bone, which the concealer is giving a nice base, which is fine, but yeah. So that might be one thing that I would want to in this palette. But not everybody does. So pinkier just on this outer V. Kind of keeping this very simple to the point, but giving you some pink and red tones together. I think that's a really pretty combination with your reds and pinks. It just pops different. So, and I just want to use this color. I think it's called Wigless. Wigless? I don't know. Jackie got some crazy names. Like, my favorite is probably Credit, Dollars, okay? Lituation, yes. So, yeah. Edges, I think that was a good one. Okay, so that's that. One thing I like about this base is it really does grip the shadows, but, they're not too in your face. Alright, I'm going to take a flat. We're going to go in with this shimmer. I'm going to take a flat Playing in Makeup by Yolanda brush. I'm going to get a spray because I am going to spray this color. I want to see what it looks like. And I'm going to go into Wigless. Wigless. There goes 7. He wanted to make an appearance today, so gonna spray our brush and pretend we don't hear the dog. Look at that red. Wow, I absolutely am in love with this color. I knew I would be because I feel like reds you don't see a lot, and this is red. Like, I like this red. It's like a red orange like vibe, more red leaning, which is hot. And I love how the pinky tones just set it off in a completely different way with that monochromatic vibe. I'm just going into the crease. These shimmers are Effortless, Buttery, yes. Then I'm just gonna take pinkier on the Y212 brush and just really blend these two together, just kind of patting where the shimmer and the pinkier shade meet. If it even goes over a little bit, that's okay. Wow, I love this. Okay, so let me go ahead, and I don't want to blow this out too much. I'm just softening the edge. It kind of looks like a cut crease, but it's not because it's a little softer. I put my brush in the color a little bit more, and then but I didn't spray the brush. I'm going to take this fluffy one and just blend. Oh yes, I am feeling this. Okay, so let me go ahead, even out my eyes, finish my face, and I'll show you the first Anastasia Beverly Hills times a Jackie Aina palette way back Wednesday look. Yes, and this is the first completed look using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. And if you don't already know that I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Yes. Let me quickly go through the products that I use, as I will use every product that I use in this look, in the second look, besides my lips, of course. But let me tell you how I ended the look. On the bottom lash line, I went in with a big wig, which is this purple, because I just wanted to see. I wanted to give it a little dimension, because this pinker was popping purple for me for some reason. So I just put that underneath the lash line. I went over it with pinker. And then I threw Wigless, or whatever that color is, the red, on the inside. And then I used a highlighter for my inner corner highlight. So I'll let you know what that is. As my primer for my face, I went in with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops. I've been testing out a new foundation. Oh, I also put this underneath my eyes, my Tula Glow and Get Cooling Brightening Eye Balm, just so I would be hydrated underneath my eyes, because that Milani concealer is a matte concealer, very, very matte, and I did not want to be dry on my eyes, so I did go in with that concealer. I've been doing my foundation after my concealer. I've been doing my concealer first lately, and I'm absolutely loving it that way. I will bring you guys an updated look on how I do my makeup, but just want to throw that out there. I've been testing a new foundation, and it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So that what is on my face right now. And I am in 5W2, which is Rich Caramel. I figured I'd wanted to try this foundation because I live in Arizona, and this is supposed to be, you know, sweat resistant, humidity resistant, you know, waterproof, whatever, last all day, matte, da 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 da. And I'm not a huge matte person, but I figured I'll hydrate very well, put on a hydrating primer, and then not set it with a powder. So that is what is on my face. I did go in with the Fenty Pro Filter Mini Instant Retouch Powder in Honey underneath my eyes, just to set my concealer. Then I went in with the Playing in Makeup by Yolando, the Mixed Race Contour Palette, and I use this color and this color, more like a bronzy effect. And for my blush, I didn't go in with any blush today. I just used these two colors in the palette. For highlighter, I went in with the Smashbox Halo highlighter. It is a dual-sided highlighter. Mine has broken, but I just used the powder side, and I just put a little bit on my nose, down my nose, and used it as an inner corner highlight. I also put it on my lip. I have been liking highlighters for that. Not so much on the cheek as much, but more like on my nose. I really like that effect. Went ahead and sprayed my face down with the Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. For my mascara, I went in with the Lash Freak Mascara by Urban Decay, this little mini that I have. I think the formula is good, but it's not my favorite brush at all. And for my lips, which I wasn't going to go red on y'all, but I said, you know what, let's just see. So just in the middle, and then I like blotted it out a little bit. I didn't do it all. I didn't outline my lips or anything like that. I just put this in the middle. This is the L'Oreal Paris called Armored Red liquid. This is a lip color. It's a liquid lipstick. This is what it looks like. I don't know the exact name. I will have it listed below in the description of this video, as well as all the other products that I used on my face. And then so that was Catching the Red from Wigless. Okay, and then I took this Trust Fund Beauty Lipgasm gloss, and it's called Unprofessional, but just like any pinky sheer gloss, and I just went over it, and this is the effect that I got. And it looks like I got bee stung, It's kind of messy lip, and I'm kind of feeling it. Yes. So those are all the products that I use to complete this look. You'll know for the second look that I use the same exact products. So yes, give me a thumbs up if you're feeling this look. Comment below, leave a red heart if this is your favorite look in this video, and let's get on to look number 2. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start off. Oh, let me bring it a little closer. Okay, everything's primed. We're gonna start off with the color Ginger, which is this brown here in the corner. And we're going to throw that in the lid. This is a Playing and Makeup by Alando Y204 brush. Very nice, small, fluffy. I'm using the same primer by Alamar Cosmetics. Okay, and we're just taking this nice and soft in the crease. I think that this would be a great color if I didn't want to do anything. You know how you could just throw like your bronzer in the crease? I feel like this would be that good color to do that with. Just to kind of give the eye some dimension. Okay, then I'm going to take a Sigma tapered blending brush, which is an E45, and I think I'm going to go into the color Credit here, which is this deep brown. It looks kind of plummy, but it is a brown. I like this brush because it's tapered and it's at kind of an angle and it's kind of small, and I kind of have a small lid, but I'm just gonna make it into like the shape of my V, and then coming up a little higher. I think we're gonna do like a halo type of effect. And I don't want to close it off, I just want to kind of keep it on the edge, okay? Something like that, and then bring it down. Kind of feathering it into my lash line. Figured we do something more neutral, so here we go. Then, but give the neutral look a little bit of oomph with a halo eye. Okay, then we're going to take that same color Credit, and I'm just going to, the way that my eye is shaped in this brush, I'm just going to pat it where I want it, in here, the inner part of the eye. I don't want to go too much out here. I kind of want to keep it saturated right in the middle part of my eye. I don't even think I want to go up much higher than that, honestly, for my eye shape. I've played around with halo eyes and they've got a little out of hand sometimes, and I think it's because I go up too high. So I think we're just going to keep it right there for my eye shape. Just a little smudge bit higher. Kind of shape it in the fold of my eye there. So good. Looking good. I'm going to take this one over a little bit more and kind of blend. I don't want that to look too harsh, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Playing and Makeup by Alando, use my color switch, and just lightly blend this out. I got to add a little bit more ginger. It is like gingery color. A good name for this particular color. But very neutral, very natural, not too much going on. Hopefully we're kind of in the same position. My battery died. Okay. I actually probably like that position better. Okay, so we're going to take the color Trust Issues, since I'm going to keep it pretty neutral. This is like a gold. Looks like it has a white base. This is the Sigma E25. I'm going to kind of get it saturated on here. And then I'm going to spray my brush because I kind of want to keep it, I want the color to pop for sure, but I really want to have control on where it's going to go. And we're just going to drop it right in the middle. Yes. That is a gorgeous color. I like white gold. And the contrast with the brown is, yes, doing it for me. Let's pop that right in the middle. Okay. And kind of curve it along between the two. It doesn't have to be too precise. I don't want to go all the way up to my brow bone though. I don't want to do that. But yes, that's pretty. I'm going to take another brush. This is just a flat type brush as well. I don't even know who it's by. But I'm going to take Ginger, the color that we originally did, and just plop it in between Credit and Trust Issues, which is the shimmer, just so everything kind of blends nicely. In transitions. Yes. And I'm just really patting it, pressing it in between the two colors. I really like that. It's even giving Trust Issues a little different vibe, which is kind of cool. Man, Trust Issues though. Actually, let me just take, before I go, take just a little bit more and just spray it. I'm going to pat it. Okay, let me even out the other eye. Let me throw on the rest of my face, and I will be back to show you the final look. Yes, so this is the final look. To wrap up the bottom part of my eyes, I just went in with what we went in with the top part of my eyes. I went in with Credit on the outside. I smudged it out with Ginger, and then I put Trust Issues in the middle, and it just made the eyes a pop. I put on my mascara. I did everything that I did in the last video. The only thing, or the last look I should say, the only thing I did differently is I put a little highlight here that I didn't do before. I put it on my nose as well. I really love this little neutral moment, okay? And then for my lips, I went in with the Kaleidos lip clay, and this is in Cold Smoke. Loving it. So yes, let me know which was your favorite look. If number 1 was your favorite look, go ahead and drop me a red heart in the comments. If look number 2 was your favorite look, this one, then go ahead and drop me a brown heart in the comments. Yes, I love them both. I think this is an awesome palette. Definitely gonna play with it some more. I want to get into these purples. I believe you have a wide variety in this palette that you can go so many different ways. I'm glad that I have it in my collection. Jackie Aina did her thing. The packaging is amazing. Yes. So go ahead and give me a big thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe and these looks on this channel. To rate this palette, because I told you guys I was gonna rate my Way Back Wednesday looks from 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one a 8.5. And the reason why it didn't get a 9 is because I really don't have like a highlight shade. I love the depth. I love this red. If I could just judge this red, it would have got a 10, you know? I feel like Sponsored, I've seen tons of times in so many different palettes, but I love the depth that the palette does give. I'm not a huge purple person, so I had to take a little bit out for that, but I do like the tones, and I do want to play with them to see what they bring to the table. I'm trying to see if this foundation is too light. Oh no, some lights it looks really good. Maybe I'm just too close in the light, but anyways, yeah. So I'm going to go with an 8.5 for the Anastasia and Jackie Aina palette. Now, the packaging is a 10. Like, this is dope, you know? Yes. So I hope you liked this video. Thank you for chilling with me on a Way Back Wednesday. What? Throw up your W's. And don't forget to join the fam if you're not. Go ahead and subscribe down below. And while you're there, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post new videos. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace.